There are significant challenges that face both the government nationally and also local authorities. And what we're finding is that the police are tending to pick up the pieces or be the gap filler here. And this cannot go on. What I'm saying and asking to the public is that the public understand the issues and play a strong part in their policing. We need to manage the demand. We need to do things differently. We need to look to break any cultural habits that would prevent us moving forward and being more efficient. And I need the public to be aware of all these issues. Many of them are issues where we're trying to make the police more efficient, or issues where the public, in trying to give the public what they want, is trying to give the public easier access to the police without placing too great a demand on the police. We have a plan, but the public needs to play its part in that plan.
So halfway through this first term in office, this is a strategic piece from you, a wake-up call, if you like, to the public who may not realise the tough decisions that lie ahead and in many cases are already being taken.
Yes, we've got good ideas, sound ideas, and we're treating the whole issue very responsibly. But there are some very significant challenges between the police and ourselves. One of the issues we're taking forward is collaboration on a wide front. That's both here with local authorities, but more strategically with Dorset. And there's very significant savings to be found by collaboration with another police force. On the face of it, collaboration in the crime areas, or collaboration in obvious things like cars and dogs and such like. But we have to challenge ourselves to say, are we also going to make savings in senior management and in the governance of the whole issue, which is one that we must keep on the radar. So we're full of ideas, but I need the public to support me in these ideas going forward.
That's one of the central parts of this message is to ask the public for their support and to play a part in relieving some of the pressures on the force.
Yes, there's a range of ways. I'm fundamentally asking the public to take an interest in their policing and their community safety and the mechanisms that protect them in community safety partnerships and health and wellbeing boards and such like, but also to take an active part. And that may mean for businesses to help with sponsorship, or it may mean individuals volunteering, and of course my team will be looking to enable help from the public in this way through being a special constable, or helping with police cadets, or helping with administration within the police service. And we've got to expedite and make available better access points for the public, a better understanding of volunteering, and a better understanding of what the public want and how they might like to help us.
Of course, you've been very complimentary about the work that the Devon and Cornwall Force do, but in many ways there's fresh thinking needed from inside the force as well about the way things are done, and to perhaps change some of those traditional things more than perhaps the force would have first indicated they wanted to.
Well, I'm the first person to support the ethos of policing, and I spend much of my time supporting the Devon and Cornwall Force. But where the Chief Constable and I have got to work together is on removing any barriers where they exist on a purely historical and cultural basis. We must respect the very good principles and ethos and integrity of policing, but we must challenge those areas that simply need to move on to free up capacity to work in different ways whilst maintaining the quality of policing and giving the public access to their police officers. And I mean to that face-to-face and rapid response, for example, on the alternative telephone number of 101.
And finally, Tony Hogg, a message to the public, the residents of Devon and Cornwall watching this now, that might be a bit worried about what you're saying about the future of policing. Are you confident that the key parts of policing can be protected long term?
We live in one of the safest policing areas in UK. That is a baseline, and people should be comforted by that. There are many issues that we're addressing. We have a very sound plan. We're sticking to that plan, and all I'm asking is that the public are aware of the plan, are aware of the work that we have in place, and give it their full support, individually if it's that choice, but otherwise collectively in their understanding of what we're trying to do.